Today, we're diving into an absolutely epic tale from ancient India. It's a story all about duty, devotion, and a king who decided he was going to do the impossible. Move a river. And not just any river, a river from the heavens. Let's get into the story of King Bhagiratha.
But first, let me ask you something. How far would you really go to save your family? And I'm not just talking about your parents or your kids. I mean, what about ancestors? People from generations back that you've never even met. Just keep that question in mind, because it is right at the heart of this entire story.
So, let's set the scene. Our story starts way back, with this incredibly powerful and respected royal family, the Suryavancha, also known as the Sun Dynasty. And this was a big deal, right? This was a line of truly great kings, guys like Sagara and Anshuman, famous for being righteous and doing good. And our guy Bhagiratha, he's born right into the middle of all this greatness.
But, even the most celebrated families can have some skeletons in the closet. And for this dynasty, there was this dark shadow hanging over everything, a tragedy from generations ago, a curse that had left a permanent stain on their legacy.
And the scale of this problem is just staggering. We're not talking about one or two ancestors here. We are talking about 60,000. Let that sink in for a second. 60,000 of his relatives, all connected to him by blood, all of them trapped by this ancient curse.
So, what was this curse all about? Well, generations earlier, the 60,000 sons of a king named Sagara, they basically messed with the wrong guy, a super powerful sage. And this sage, well, he turned them all to ash, just like that. Because of this, their souls were just stuck. They couldn't find peace, couldn't move on. It was this deep spiritual wound on the whole family line, and Bhagiratha decided he was the one who had to heal it.
So when Bhagiratha learns about their suffering, he doesn't just feel bad for them, he feels this profound sense of responsibility. And this is the moment where everything changes. He decides to do something that no one before him could even dream of. He makes an impossible promise.
And what a vow it was. He declares, "I will bring the holy river Ganga from heaven down to earth." Can you even imagine? It was an absolutely audacious plan, but for him, this wasn't about getting power or glory. It was all about fulfilling his dharma, his sacred duty to his ancestors.
Now, you can't just snap your fingers and move a divine river. There's a cosmic chain of command, you could say. Bhagiratha knew he had two massive hurdles to clear. First, he needed to get the blessing of Lord Brahma, the creator of the universe. And second, he was going to need help from Lord Shiva, the one who controls all the big cosmic forces.
But you don't just walk up and ask a god for a favor this huge. You have to prove you're worthy. So Bhagiratha undertakes what's known as tapasya, an intense spiritual discipline. He gives up his throne, leaves his kingdom, the whole shebang. He goes into the forest, and for years he performs this intense meditation, even standing on one leg, just to show his unwavering commitment.
And you know what? It worked! His devotion was so pure that Lord Brahma was impressed and granted his wish. But this is where the story gets a twist. A big one. The solution to his problem created a brand new one, and this new problem was way more dangerous. Lord Brahma appeared, but he came with a pretty terrifying warning. He explained that the river Ganga's force was so immense, so powerful, that if she just fell straight from the heavens, her impact would shatter the earth, completely. So this amazing blessing was about to become a global catastrophe. So what do you do when you have a force that can literally destroy the planet? You turn to the only being in the cosmos with enough power to control it. The only solution was Lord Shiva. He alone could withstand the Ganga's fall and save the earth from total destruction. And this is just such a powerful image. On one hand, you have the Ganga, just roaring down from the sky with this unimaginable fury. And on the other, you have Lord Shiva. He doesn't fight her, he doesn't block her, he simply stands there, and as she crashes down, he catches her entire immense flow, gently, in his matted hair. He absorbs the whole impact, saving the world. And then he just releases her in a calm stream onto the earth. Incredible.
So, crisis averted. The final part of Bhagiratha's quest can now begin. The river of fury has now been tamed into a river of peace, totally ready to fulfill her purpose.
Now that the river is on earth, she needs a guide. So Bhagiratha's job still isn't done. He doesn't just summon her, he leads her. He literally walks ahead, and the now gentle Ganga follows him almost like a child, journeying across plains and forests until they finally reach that one sacred spot where the ashes of his ancestors lay.
The moment those holy waters touch the ashes, the curse is broken. Just like that. All 60,000 souls are instantly purified and set free, finally able to ascend to the heavens. After generations of suffering, Bhagiratha's selfless, impossible mission was complete. He brought peace not just to his ancestors, but to his entire dynasty. And that right there is why the Ganga is still considered a river of purification today.
And his legacy absolutely lives on. Because of his monumental effort, the river Ganga is also known as Bhagirathi. It literally means of Bhagiratha, or caused by Bhagiratha. His name is forever linked to the sacred river he brought to his people. What a legacy to leave behind.
So what's the big takeaway here? The story of Bhagiratha is this incredible idea that with pure intention and just unwavering determination, the impossible can become possible. It shows us that true strength might not be about force, but about selfless service. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What seemingly impossible mountains could we move today if we just had that same level of commitment?